Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we're gonna be cooking the perfect steak and eggs, and I'm gonna show you step by step on how I cook my steak, a perfect medium rare, on the little mini grill. So this is actually a pretty simple recipe. These are all the ingredients you guys will need: some pure Irish butter, some Celtic sea salt, some black pepper, 2 eggs. I like using a ribeye, so I got this nice ribeye right here. I'm gonna show you guys how to prep that. Half an avocado and a tomato, and just this is my drink for today, getting a little mango nectar humex. This is pretty good stuff right here. We are missing one thing, which I will get in just a second. So the last thing we'll need is a little bit of rosemary. Look at this nice rosemary bush my mom has. So I'll just take a few of these off. This just adds a little bit of flavor to the steak. A little stem like that, that'll do. I wish you could smell this through the screen. It smells so good. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me where I got this mini grill at. I got it at Walmart, and it's called the Expert Grill. That's the only name that it has on it, and it's about 15 bucks, I think. I got it on clearance for like $8, and I've been using it ever since. But let's get this fire started. Take that off. This right here is my favorite type of coals to use. Is the Match Light by Kingsford, because it lights up super easily, and yeah, super easy to use. So probably the rest of this bag in there. Probably have to open my other bag. You know what? We'll use the rest of these right here. And we just get the handy dandy. I use this little torch right here. Watch how easy this stuff is to start though. There we go. We got the fire going. So one thing that I didn't know about grilling, guys, and I don't know if you guys know this, but you gotta wait till the coals turn white and then you can start cooking, just in case if you didn't know. I used to start cooking right away, which wasn't the right way, but now I know. So just a heads up if you guys don't know. All right, so the first thing you want to do whenever you're cooking a good steak and eggs, make sure you get a good cut of steak. So I like using ribeye. You can see the marbling on it. I usually get it packaged like this because I go to my local butcher. It comes out to be a little bit cheaper that way. But all you want to do really, so you get a good sear on your steak, you get that nice crunchy crust on it, you want to pat it down dry on a paper towel. So all we're going to do is just lay it flat on this towel right here, and then grab another towel and just pat it dry. It just looks very, well, dry basically, right? Dry like my DMs. But anyways, so what you want to do now is grab a little bit of your salt. I like using Celtic sea salt or pink Himalayan salt, whichever one you guys got, or just regular salt. It doesn't really matter. I just like the flavor of these a little bit better. So you season it heavily on both sides, because a lot of it will get thrown off or burned when you're cooking it. And then some little black pepper. I know a lot of people say not to use black pepper because it burns when you cook it, but honestly I can't really taste the difference, and I like it, so I just throw it on there. So make sure you season both sides nicely. It should look something like this when you're done seasoning it. You want to make sure you're seasoning heavily. While we let that marinate a little, let's go ahead and take a sip of our mango nectar humex. These stuffs are pretty good right here. I love them. That's good. Cheers, boys. Damn. Kitty, 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 kitty. These are my cats, guys. There's so many of them. This is Billy right here, my favorite. He's the boy. Oh, they're fighting. Don't fight. They're all 3 sisters. This is my favorite one. What's up, girl? But yeah, I feed them. That's why they're always here around me when I'm cooking, because I'm always feeding them something, so they always know to come. Sometimes if the fire's taking too long, you get like a little air blower, and you just blow some air in it, and it'll help you. Alright guys, once your coals are looking like that, I'm gonna just go ahead and drop that steak on. So all we do is just grab this puppy, and we're just gonna drop it on here. Want to hear that sizzle? All we're gonna do is cook it on one side for 3 to 4 minutes, and then flip it around, cook it on the other side for another 3 to 4 minutes for a good medium rare. But I'll keep you guys posted. While that steak is cooking, guys, we're gonna prep our avocado. So I just like using half an avocado, and I literally just go in there with my knife. Let me clean it real quick. I just go in there with my knife like this and just start slicing it. And then I'll go in the other way and start slicing it that way. And then just kind of go ham on it, right? until it all gets kind of mushy. That way it's kind of like a dip. And it just all stays in here. Just makes it easier so I don't have to dirty more dishes. So I hate washing dishes. But yeah, that's basically it. Just like that. And we'll just throw a little bit of salt in there to season it, a little bit of pepper, and that's it. All right, guys, once we got a nice sear on one side, just like that, we only want to cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes on the other side so it doesn't overcook, because it still has to rest for 10 minutes. So all we're going to do is just set it on our cutting board right here and let it rest for 10 whole minutes, and it will cook all the way through. So there we go, guys. We got a nice sear on it all around. We're just going to let it rest here for 10 minutes. That way it absorbs all the juices and it cooks a little bit more through. And it'll hopefully come out a perfect medium rare. Let's cross our fingers. All right, now for the eggs, it's super simple. I have this little mini pan right here. I'll just throw a little bit of butter in there. Let it get melted. Just like that. Throw a little bit of oil in there with it. And just let that melt real quick. Just like that. There's one egg. We'll throw that over there. And there's the second one. And we just let that cook like this. We don't flip the eggs or anything. It'll just cook on its own. All right, boys, that's basically it. There's our eggs. I kind of messed them up a little bit, but you get the idea. All we're gonna do is just throw these right on here, just like that. And then what we're gonna do with this little pan is we are going to clean it off a little bit. We're gonna add some more butter in there, and we're gonna make a little bit of a sauce for the steak. So I like to do that by just adding the butter, you know, with a little bit of oil, and then that's where we use this garlic clove. So we're gonna get that garlic clove, and we're just gonna peel it and then smash it and then just throw it in there and get that aroma going. Also the rosemary, so we're gonna go ahead and throw that rosemary in there, let it cook with that butter. Just gonna crack it with our hands or whatever, just like that. I'm gonna throw it in there. I'm gonna let that sauce marinate in there, and then we're gonna throw it on the steak. Let's see what we're working with here, boys. Ooh, check that out. That's actually a pretty good medium rare right there. Came out perfect. Let's go ahead and slice it all up. Check that out. Nice medium rare, guys. Super easy to do. I love cooking on a grill instead because I feel like it adds a little bit more flavor too to the steak when you do it that way. And it just gets a better sear on it as well, which is really, really good. Especially when you dip it into that egg and that avocado. All right, boys. The sauce is ready. So it's just melted pure Irish butter with a little bit of rosemary and garlic. And all we're gonna do is grab the little rosemary and just pat it on there. Pat that butter in that steak. It's gonna add a little bit more flavor to it. Just like that. Oh shit, we're losing the steak. Just go ahead and throw it all on there. Boom. All we gotta do now is take a test bite. We're gonna grab this little end piece right here. I love the end cap with all the crispiness on there. We're gonna dig into this egg yolk. Look at that. Just like that. And we're gonna get in this avocado. Let's take a test bite, see what. That's some good stuff. Hell yeah. So a lot of y'all are probably wondering what the tomato is for, but I just like to bite into it. I don't know if you guys ever had just a tomato. Put a little bit of that salt and pepper on top. I'm telling you guys, you have to try it. It's so good. Doesn't get any better than this. Cheers, boys. I'm gonna tear this up real quick before it gets cold on me. But you guys make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see me cook next, or what kind of content you guys want to see. And remember, guys, it's better to admit that you walked in the wrong door than to live in the wrong room for the rest of your life. So, get out there, cook some good food, live a good life. I'll see you guys in the next time. Cheers, boys.